Here we go. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Way Back Wednesday podcast, taking you back at a time, doing some great nostalgia. I am Lance Falatongo.
And I'm 7M.
And this is a nostalgic podcast conversation about The Lion King.
Let's go.
What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
So he just pulled that out too. Like, he's like, oh, we're doing Lion King today. Hold on, I'll be right back. He just came right back. Like, chill out.
Definitely have some of the Disney merchandise. We know Lion King. People have heard about it. It's one of the greatest animated movies of all time. Pulling on different story strings of like Shakespeare's Hamlet. Some of like Moses and Jesus in there a little bit.
It's a little bit of a lot in there. We're gonna get to the controversies.
Ooh, controversy coming up. Yeah, that's gonna be great. But yeah, shout out to the Lion King. We're definitely gonna get into it. Lion King came out in 1994. It was the first pick in the 1994 movie draft.
We don't need to remember that, sir.
One of the greatest movies of all time. It led the way.
I'm still pissed about that, bro. How the hell?
I mean, yeah, it had to be the first pick.
Whatever.
For 1994. But yeah, that's you were also a big fan of this movie, of this franchise, right?
Yeah,
you weren't mad at that pick?
I wasn't mad at all, but I was kind of mad. You was like a bigger fan than I was. Like, I'm usually the biggest Lion King fan I know, and now I don't want to know you no more. It's like, what the hell? You talking about Hamlet? What the hell is this dude talking about?
Well, that's what. Apparently, it was the first Disney movie that was like a completely original screenplay. Like, wasn't an old story.
Actually,
right? It was like not Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, not Sleeping Beauty, not Pinocchio or something like that.
That was the first time?
That was like it's supposedly the first time Disney had an all original story. And not just something that was a recreated fairy tale or redone like that.
We're about to step on that story in a little bit.
How do you want to start? Do you want to get into like the times or the actual movie?
Get into the you know what I'm saying, the main Wikipedia page, the box office hit, when it was released, all of that.
Sorry. The Lion King released in June 15th, 1994. Critical acclaim for its music, its story, its themes, and its animation. Initial worldwide gross of $763 million, The Lion King finished its theatrical run as the highest grossing film of 1994 and the second highest grossing film of all time, behind 1993's Jurassic Park. It also has the highest...
Out of all movies?
Out of all movies, when it came out, it was like...
when it came out.
Yeah, it came out like it was like the Avatar or the Titanic. Also, the highest grossing animated film of all time until it was overtaken by Finding Nemo in 2003. But if you remember, Finding Nemo is more like computer animated than hand drawn. So as far as traditionally animated with like drawing,
we're still number one.
Lion King is still the highest grossing traditionally animated film of all time, as well as the highest selling or the best selling home video. The VHS tape, 55 million copies around the world.
I had two of them.
I had at least two of them. The Lion King won 2 Academy Awards, as well as a Golden Globe Award for Best Motion Picture of a Musical or Comedy, and considered to be one of the greatest animated films ever made. That is what we are going into. Like, not only was it a great movie, it also spawned a bunch of sequels, a bunch of spin-offs, TV shows, live action remake recently.
Yeah, Disney on Ice.
Oh, Disney on Ice. Yeah. There's like Disney Broadway. There's so many different renditions or iterations of The Lion King that are still going today. So it's definitely still strong franchise for Disney. and one that many people grew up on and definitely recognize to this day. The songs, the characters, all that people are. I feel like it's basically entrenched in like I don't know. It's everybody knows Simba. Everybody knows the Lion King, Mufasa,
They better.
Scar, those laughing hyenas. Shout out Cheech Martin, Whoopi Goldberg. Uh, yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg was a hyena?
she was the
Oh,
Shenzi,
yeah.
the main one.
You
Yeah.
know the hyena's name? Oh, yeah. You beat me. Yeah, you deserve that movie.
No,
Yeah, you go ahead. You take that movie. You know the hyenas' names? Look at this guy, yo.
Shenzi Bonsai. Was Ed?
I remember Ed. Ed is the only one that I remember because he was the dumb one. But
Yeah.
do you remember Simba's mom's name?
Yeah. Sarabi.
Damn. I can't get this guy, yo.
No.
What the hell? This guy's good. His kung fu is too strong.
Definitely watched a lot of Lion King.
We in high school we used to do this thing. We used to do like trivia. We'd be in front of the school, everybody waiting for their ride, and we used to do trivia. And my cousin Maya, he used to be like the trivia guy, but then I started being the trivia guy for like my group of friends in Samoa. And that was one of the questions. That was one of the questions that nobody ever got right. Do you know Simba's mom's name? They were like, Nala? They were like, I don't know. Nobody remember. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
Damn, Lance is good. Damn.
Were you watching the tape at home on repeat? You had the rewinder machine too?
Nah, that was just a question that somebody, I think maybe my cousin Maya asked, and then like I stuck with it because it's like everyone knows Lion King, but not everyone remembers his mom's name. So I used to stump him. Stump him. They'd be like, damn.
Yeah. I
feel like Lance.
I feel like I can answer a couple of Lion King trivia questions. I've seen it a bunch of times. Favorites, do you have like a favorite character or scene in the movie?
I mean, come on, man. Come on. Just can't wait to be king.
Yeah.
Come on, Hakuna Matata, you know what I'm saying? Simba spoke to my life, you know? Like, I know I'm destined for greater, but I'm just gonna go over here and eat bugs and swim in a pool and jump off a vine and dance on a log. That was me. Simba was just a grown kid, like a big baby. That was me. Yep. I was like, yeah, I'm Simba, bro. I'm eating bugs. I'm chilling, running away from our responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Simba definitely. What about you?
Resonated?
Yeah, Simba resonated.
Oh, good old Timon and Pumbaa.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the homies. Definitely that outlook. The Hakuna Matata, like just be out here living our own lives, not worried about anything else. There's bad stuff that happens and there's nothing you can do about it, right? Right. Wrong!
Yes.
When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on the world.
I'm not gonna lie, Les. I gotta say who I think you are.
Go ahead.
All right, I don't and this is no diss. I'm just saying, this is who I think you are. Or who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Pumbaa.
You Pumbaa? Is that your answer?
I'm just out here. Yeah.
I would actually put you as Sazu, for real.
Hey,
you just like the little dude that just
mojo.
You just be around, just like, actually, did you know? Just full of facts. That little nerdy kid. What? Oh man, I can't wait to go home. I'm gonna nuke up some stuff in the microwave. Well, actually, the microwave, it actually
the plastic components.
In 1934, the microwave was actually considered.
Oh, like with the British accent. The John Oliver in the live action.
Yeah, if I had to put you as somebody from Lion King, if you don't want to be Simba, I feel like a lot of people, you say it would be Sazu for sure. You know.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Zazu, the king's major domo.
I don't know. He was the babysitter / he was just the messenger.
He's like the king's right hand man. Oh yeah, no, he basically went and just announced.
Yeah.
And keep it's like the king's on his way, and he's mad as a hippo with a hernia. Hell yeah.
This guy's good.
No,
Oh man.
bro, I told you my first date with Sammy was watching The Lion King, and I
Mm.
was doing the same shit, bro. I was just
And
quoting everything.
she's still with you. Shout out to her.
Yeah.
She was like, what the hell? Why does you know all this kids movie lines?
She's like, oh, you make a good dad.
Did she and that's it. No, I'm just kidding. Did she have a movie? Did she have a movie that she was quoting like you were quoting Lion King? Like her favorite movie or something?
Oh man, I would have to think about
He said, I don't give a damn what she care about. I care about Lion King.
I'm trying to think right now. Like definitely Lion King I can and always have, whenever I watch it, repeated the words. But I would have to think what her favorite movie is and if she ever got that into it.
Yeah.
But I'd be hyped. I'd be laughing. Like, oh, what's the next part? Can you do the voice? Do the accent?
I'm gonna mute the TV and you talk for the mouth moving. All right, you talk for the mouth.
Say the words. Yeah.
So
I could do that for Lion King.
It sounds like you can. It sounds like Lance trying to compete right now. Like I don't even care. You can have it. You already got it. It's yours. It's yours, bro. You don't have to keep earning it. You got it already.
Thank you.
Yes. Shout out to Lion King. Released in 1994. One of the other great statistical facts of this movie is the soundtrack is the highest selling soundtrack of all time. That's what I read. So that's the thing. Like some of these, I'm Googling it. And like, I don't know if I believe everything, but according to my sources, you know what I'm saying? The soundtrack in 1994 sold 4.93 million copies.
Just in 1994.
That was just in 1994. And this
5
is like,
times platinum.
I don't know if they still had cassettes or 8-tracks, but or vinyls, but they definitely had CDs. And to sell almost 5 million CDs as not even an artist, like you're not Madonna, you're Lion King, which Disney is a pretty big thing too. But to sell that many, that's incredible. And so another source said, as of today, it has sold 14.5 million copies around the world.
Jeez.
That's wild. That's wild.
That's a lot.
Did you have a favorite song from Lion King?
Circle of Life always hits. Especially at the beginning of the movie. Actually, all the animals like walking to the coronation, I guess, or the thing of
Pride Rock.
of Simba.
Pride Rock. You forgot Pride Rock? I got him, guys. I got him.
They're all going to the coronation of Simba as like the new prince. Yeah. That like 2-minute start to the movie was actually used as like the movie trailer. And it's the first time Disney had ever used just a piece of the whole movie as like a preview for it. But people got hyped up on it, and it was the Circle of Life song that was playing. So I think that was one of my favorite songs.
Imagine you go to the coronation of a little baby that's gonna grow up and eat your kids.
Yo, for real.
It's like, goddamn, we got another one.
It's like the elephants and giraffes are there, but the antelopes are like boycotting. Like, I'm not trying to go to this.
It's like, man, oh goddamn, we got another one. We got to worry about another one.
The antelope baby's like, why are we going to see the Lion King? It's like, well,
I thought we fear for our lives around the lions.
Don't they eat us? Let me explain. When they die, their bodies become the grass, and we eat the grass. So we're all connected.
If I was that kid, I'd be like, Dad, you sound like a loser. You better build a gun. You better build a rifle.
Little antler launcher. Protect us or something.
That's wild. I just thought of that too. I ain't finna go to nobody's birthday party that's about to kill me when they grow up. he gonna be running you down in a couple years. You gonna be like, man, I was at your birthday party, man. Hold up.
I saw you when the monkey raised you and the light hit you. No, hey.
I know Rafiki. That's how you know. That's how you know you in trouble. Yeah, that's when you in trouble. When you get in trouble, like in the streets, or you run into some people, and that's what you got to do. You got to be like, "Where you from?" Oh, I know Lance. I know Lance from Carson. I know Lance. You better hope the name that you bring up is a factor, because you might bring somebody up that's a nobody, and you gonna get extra beat because you
tried to bring somebody up.
You thought that clown was gonna save you. I'm gonna beat you up even more. Like Simba was probably over there like, man, you think Rafiki don't run nothing around here?
I haven't seen Rafiki in decades.
And that fool over there talking about something else with his stick. He just over there just putting stuff on the tree. Man, he don't matter around here. This is just Pride Rock, huh?
This ain't no tree land.
You know what I'm saying?
What other songs? Scars Be Prepared, Hakuna Matata.
Wait, what? What'd you just say?
Scar's song when he talks to the hyenas. Be prepared.
Don't nobody, Lance.
That song's got bars.
Lance, we get it. We get you're a super fan, but I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I ain't never in my 31 years of living ever heard anyone bring up Scar's song in their favorite Lion King songs, bro. Hey. What the?
Go back and listen to that one, man. That was good.
What does it sound like? I know what you're talking about. It was when he was in a cave or something. They had the green. Yeah. They had the green around.
I know that your powers of retention are as thick as a warthog's backside, but as thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride.
Not as
Be prepared.
Nah. Get Scar the hell up out of here, bro.
No king, la 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 la.
Scar, you need to stick to killing your brother, because the music is not for you, my bro.
So Jeremy Irons, I don't know if you remember the actor that played Scar, what other stuff that he might have been. You probably recognize his face. But he actually threw his voice out while recording that song, but one of the hyenas had to do the third verse for him.
What is going on, man?
Yeah, for real. One of the hyenas had to jump in and finish Be Prepared for Scar. But yeah, also Hakuna Matata.
You throw your voice out. You throw your voice like you threw your back out like, oh man. Oh, I can't go on.
I can't continue.
What the hell?
Then one of the hyenas had to jump in there.
That's a moist towelette. He's soft as a moist towelette, bro. How you throw your voice out, bro?
Trying hard.
No, I like the. I mean, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I feel like that's a universal song. You know what I'm saying?
A Grammy winner?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? 1994 animated feature composed by Elton John, written by Tim Rice. Peaked at number 14 on the UK singles chart, 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 hit in Canada and France.
Hey.
At the 67th Academy Awards, it won the Grammy for Best Original Song. It also won the Academy Award for Best Original Song, and then later that year, the Grammy Award for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance. And also won a Golden Globe for Best Song in a Motion Picture in 1995. Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Yeah, I feel like that's the most universal song. I feel like that could go off anywhere amongst any demographic, and it'll be received well. But in terms of in the movie, Just Can't Wait to Be King, to me, was so dope. Like all the animals. Remember that at the end where like all the animals were like going in a circle,
pyramid on top of each other.
There's like a top view and everything was moving. It looked like a kaleidoscope.
Yeah,
I love that.
Nice.
Yeah. Cause I just can't wait to be king. That's my song. Oh, yeah. What other songs is on there? Hakuna Matata, of course.
Right, Hakuna Matata. And then I think there's only like 5 songs. Circle of Life, I Just Can't Wait to Be King, Be Prepared, Hakuna Matata, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And then like instrumental, Circle of Life reprise. I Just Can't Wait to Be King reprise.
Wait, really? There's
Yeah.
only 5 songs in Lion King?
Yeah. That's
I
crazy.
thought there was way more.
There's a bunch of instrumental scores by Hans Zimmer, which sounds like a familiar name, like a German composer, music producer who's won 2 Oscars, 4 Grammys for stuff like The Lion King, Gladiator, The Last Samurai, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Dark Knight, Interstellar. So this guy was heavily involved in like the strings, the swells, the tunes. And then I don't know how much about like the 5 main songs, but definitely the score and the background music. Hans Zimmer was on The Lion King.
Nice.
Yeah.
He sounds very important. I'm Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, but is Hans like, I'm thinking like a bad guy on like Die Hard or something.
I don't know about Die Hard, but the Huns are bad guys in Mulan.
The Huns.
You know what's funny? The other night at work, I was sitting down. And one of the kids, he was sitting next to me, but we were both watching the kids play Fortnite. He was waiting for his turn, and he's sitting there, and he's kind of close to me. Like he's sitting on the stool, I'm sitting on the couch, and he didn't say it loud enough for me to hear, but I still heard it. Like he wasn't trying to like sing it; he was just humming to himself, and he goes, dun 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 dun. And then I was like, was that Mulan? He started flipping out. He was like, wait, what? How did you know? He was like, how did you hear me? Like he was tripping out. He was like, I always hum that song. Like I didn't, nobody's ever known that was the song that I'm humming. You know, he's like, I barely even said it. How did you know? I was like, bro, I love Mulan. He was like,
I caught that too.
He's like, how have you seen Mulan? I was like, bro, yeah, I know that song. Yeah. So yeah, that was funny. Just random little life bit. You know what I'm saying?
Disney songs. I mean, not all Disney songs, but there are definitely a few of them that the tune or the melody you can pick out, even if somebody's just humming it under their breath.
We about to next week, bro. Disney song draft.
Ooh, okay.
Next week.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're hearing this, the next episode is probably gonna be the Disney song draft. Let's go.
Ooh. What? Okay, just before we even do that, what is the criteria for like best song? Like memorable movie, something that pulls your heart.
We're gonna have a list, and people are gonna look at the list and they're gonna say, I want this list of songs, or I want this list of songs. Whatever that may be, that's up to each person to decide individually. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just got to be in a Disney movie or a Disney show.
Disney movie or Disney show. We could do Disney shows too. You know, Hannah Montana got some slaps.
some Xenon.
This is Xenon. Hannah Montana got some slaps. I can't think of anything else.
Maybe we just do movies. I'm down for it. I'm down. That's gonna be exciting.
Let's get it. But back to this movie. Speaking of songs, one of the biggest things about the soundtrack that's popped up recently was Jason Weaver. Weaver, for those of y'all that don't know, he was the older brother on Smart Guy. He was on, was it Baby Boy? Or no, I think that was Moto's on Baby Boy. But Jason Weaver, he was like back in the 90s, like you see him around TV shows, movies. If you were a TGI Friday type of kid or a Disney kid, you've seen him around. But he was the voice of Simba as a kid. And his mom,
the singing voice.
He was a singing voice of Simba as a kid. And after he did the song, Disney offered him $2 million. $2 million. His mom, so he's been on interviews talking about this. His mom used to be in a rap group or a singing group, and she was like familiar with the music. His whole family was familiar with the music group. And so his mom said, instead of the $2 million, let's take $100,000 and we take royalties from the song. She was like, this is Disney. This is a big deal. this might go big. And honestly, like after learning of everything that people were saying behind the scenes, like they didn't think that Lion King would go well. I'm sure they were happy with this deal because they were like, oh yeah, cool. We could just pay him royalties off of this movie that's about to flop. And so they agreed. And he said that it's been well over 2 million that he's received from this.
Nice.
And seeing the numbers, I mean, 14.5 million, and you're talking about only across 5 or 6 songs. Like, that's a lot. Like 1/6 or 1/7 goes directly to one song, and then of that one song, you get a 1% share or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a lot. So, shout out to Jason Weaver. Would you have turned down the $2 million?
Oh no, I would not have had the music experience like his mom did to tell me, "Oh, we should hold off on this." If somebody
experience, bro, don't act like you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like no, but if I was a kid doing a song, ain't nobody gonna tell me that like if my parents would have been like, "Yo, we should take the long payments, or we should do what is it?
Like the
royalties, right? Instead of just taking a lump sum, I would have been like, okay, whatever, because I don't really know.
Not little bands.
$2 million right now? Show it to me. Put it in my hands. Okay, I'm walking away.
Little bands would have been like, hell no, y'all sent me to Samoa. Y'all can't choose nothing about my career. Y'all sent me and kept my brothers and sisters. Nah, hell no, get the hell up out my face. Give me the 2 million. You take your little royalties. I'm out of here. I'm playing video games all day.
Hey, let's take the 2 million and then you don't have to go live in Samoa. I was like, okay, take the money. Keep the family together. I definitely think I would have took the lump sum. But shout out to Jason Weaver and his mom for seeing past that and getting a bigger money play.
Having the foresight to see that.
And you talk about her being in music before, so she like knew a little bit more. That just that education or experience, I think, was probably big in that decision. Yeah. She saw it. She had that foresight. She saw that it was going to be big. So yeah, shout out to them. But Chingy's One Call Away.
Oh yeah, only one call away. If you was my thing, then yeah, that's my song.
He had a couple of different tunes or hooks that were really good and like people re-sing all the time. Shout out to Jason Weaver.
Shout out to Jason Weaver.
Other people on the cast: Matthew Broderick from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah.
Hey, that fool is kind of cool.
What do you mean?
Like so everybody knows him from Ferris Bueller, but I know him from Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yep, nice.
And I know him as a doofus from Inspector Gadget. Like he's just a doofus, like literally. And so I didn't know anything about him other than this fool's a goofy dude and whatever. But apparently, like my girl said that he's married to Sarah Jessica Parker. And she's like really cool. Like Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City is like, to a lot of people, she's an icon. And I was like, she married that loser? She was like, actually, that dude is he's pretty big. He does a lot of Broadway. Then he was on he was on Only Murders in the Building. And in Only Murders in the Building, they were excited to have him on their Broadway show because he's such a big deal. And so I'm like sitting there like, this dude,
for real?
Am I getting punked right now? Like this dude is the freaking go-go gadget toothbrush guy, and he's freaking like he's really cool, like he's really respected. Like I don't want to say like he wasn't respected, but I just didn't know. I wasn't familiar with your game, Matthew Broderick. That's nice. It. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so my fault. Yeah.
Matthew Broderick, also in the musical The Producers and its 2005 film adaptation, Inspector Gadget, Godzilla, The Cable Guy, The Freshman. And 1986's Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I think, is what launched him. But yeah, definitely a longtime actor. Now married to Sarah Jessica Parker since 1997.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them on 26 years and a big Yeah,
You just
actually,
congratulate him.
hey, congratulations on 26 years. That's great. the
Oh
I
snap!
remember that scene in Only Murders on the Building. Like my girl watches it,
Yeah.
but I catch it like every once in a while in passing. But I
Mhm.
seen Matthew Broderick on it, and he was like auditioning for
Mhm.
a part that the other character was supposed to take. One of the other main characters, I think Martin Short.
No, Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin Short's the director.
Yep.
And Steve Martin's the actor that can't do it. So Matthew Broderick comes in and
Brazos.
spits it like real easy.
Yep.
Um, and yeah, they're talking about him being in Broadway and stuff. So that's dope. Matthew Broderick was the adult Simba, the voice of adult Simba.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Tool Time, sorry, from Home
Yeah.
Improvement, was the voice of young Simba. And then
Yo. JTT was so cool, bro.
yeah.
Like when I'm looking back at stuff, I don't think people now remember or care, or maybe
Right.
people are too young to know.
Mhm.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas was like a pretty big deal, bro.
Yo, he was Justin Timberlake, man.
He was Justin Bieber. He was Bieber before
Oh,
Bieber.
dang, yeah.
You know, Justin Timberlake got famous when he was a little older, but JTT was literally Bieber before Bieber. Like, and I want to say he was probably cooler. And I mean, Bieber wasn't no Simba, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout
Yeah,
out to JTT, man. Well, I don't know where he at these days. They say he just super low key. He don't do nothing no more, but
you don't need to.
come to the pod, man.
Yeah, shout out Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Come on the show.
Come on the show, man.
I'm trying to see what he's been up to recently. 2013 to 2015, Last Man Standing. 2005, the movie Tilt-A-Whirl, or Through the Mobius Strip. Yeah, he ain't have to do nothing. This guy's set.
Shout out to Man of the House. Man of the House was one of my favorite movies as a kid, and actually, like I tried watching it recently, or like a year, no, like recently. It's very problematic, bro.
It's a Disney movie.
I think it's a Disney. I don't know, but it's
Yep, Disney
especially
movie,
considering
Man
I
of the
work at it,
House.
especially since I work at an indigenous center, and
Mm-hmm.
like in the movie, they're in an Indian club. I know that's the incorrect verbiage, but that's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's bad. Like I'm just like, dang, this was one of my favorite movies, and it's freaking problematic, bro. It's freaking horrible. Like, damn. But I had the VHS. I watched it all the time, man. Damn.
1995, also starring Chevy Chase and Farrah
Yeah.
Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so bad, but it's so good. But it's so bad, but it is so good. So yeah.
Shout out JTT.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons as Scar. James Earl Jones as Mufasa.
Ooh, yes.
Maura Kelly as Nala. James Earl Jones and Maura Kelly were also the parents in the movie Coming to America with Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were the parents here. Nathan Lane as Timon. Ernie Sabella as Pumbaa.
Mm.
Rowan Atkinson as Zazu.
No,
sorry. I'm wrong about Maura Kelly. Maura Kelly is Nala. Madison Clare was Sarabi. And then Whoopi Goldberg, Cheech Martin, and Jim Cummings were the hyenas that were laughing their heads off or being like cronies to the evil Uncle Scar.
You might be able to look this up because I only know of the name, but it's not always sunny on Pride Rock. Sometimes there's a dark, deeper criminal activities going on at Pride Rock, and one of them is plagiarism.
Ooh.
Lion King, one of the controversies is that Lion King came out and it was very similar to Kimba the White Lion. Kimba the White Lion was a movie from the 70s from Japan, starring Kimba. sounds like Simba.
Yeah.
Looked very similar storyline. And of course, like I feel like if they didn't take any legal action, but a lot of people drew the comparison, especially in Japan. When the movie dropped, the world loved it, but Japan, like people in Japan who were familiar with Kimba the White Lion, they were like, "What? This just seems like a remake." They didn't take any legal action though, because I mean, like you said, it's very similar to Hamlet. You know, and a lot of these tropes that we see in movies are tired and overdone. There's only so many stories that you can tell. So I don't know how it would have went for the people of Kimba the White Lion to go against the juggernaut that is Disney, but there's a stain. There's a stain on the name of Lion King. Do you have any more like added information about this situation?
Yeah, I'm looking up Kimba the White Lion on Wikipedia right now, and I can give like the plot for
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
movie. Kimba the White Lion in Africa. Oh, it's already bad.
yeah.
In Africa during the mid 20th century, as mankind encroaches, the white lion, Caesar, gives the jungle's wild animals a safe haven. However, he angers nearby villagers by stealing their cattle to feed the jungle carnivores. So, a professional hunter named Viper Snakely is called in to stop the animal raids. He avoids attacking Caesar, but instead records Caesar to get his pregnant mate Eliza into a trap, who is then used to lure Caesar into his death, and he is killed. Eliza's put on a ship destined for a zoo. Her son Kimba is born on the ship, and Eliza teaches him his father's ideas. And as a huge tropical storm nears, she urges her cub out through the bars of the cage. The storm wrecks the ship, and Kimba starts to drown in the ocean. The fish help him learn to swim. As he begins to despair, the stars in the sky form the face of his mother, who
Oh,
encourages him. And then,
okay.
guided by butterflies, he makes it back to land. And Kimba lands far from his ancestral home and is found and cared for by people. He learns the advantages of human culture and decides that when he returns to his wild home, he will bring culture to the jungle and stand for peace like his father. The show follows Kimba's life after he returns to the wild, still a young cub. The show? Oh, it's a show?
Oh, it's a show. I didn't know it was a show
Maybe,
either.
maybe it had like a film. Looks like it had a couple films actually. So the show and the film from a while ago.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna be real. While you was reading that, I was about to be like, I take it back. There's
It
no
sounds different.
controversy here. This sounds way different. But the stars part,
Hmm.
remember Mufasa was talking to him through
Hmm.
stars.
Yeah, the big
That's
head
a
in the sky.
little, that's a little, you know what I'm saying? Also him, going to another land and learning things from a different place.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's a
And then
little Akuna Matata-ish.
yeah, bringing that home and applying Hakuna Matata to the Pride Lands.
But I mean, that's a little vague. I think the stars thing is the only thing that I would look at and be like, everything
Same.
else. Oh yeah, everything else they have humans. Like, bro, get that. Man, y'all complaining about nothing, bro. It's just Kimba and Simba. That's it.
Simba is Swahili for lion.
No, leave it up. No, I don't want to say that. Should I say that? No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I don't.
So what? I want to know what you
Nah,
said.
Japanese. Leave it up to Japanese people to make it a white lion to come save everybody. See how
Because
you
of
see
the white
you see
savior.
yeah, you see how Goku gets strong when he get blonde hair and blue eyes. leave it up to them, bro. Leave it up to the animators, bro. Oh, the white lion's gonna save us.
That's the theme of Kimba. The white lion.
We got brown lions over here, Lion King. We got brown lions over here. You know what I'm saying?
Gold, yeah, goldish brown.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now that I'm hearing that, I've always heard Kimba the White Lion versus Simba, and so I kind of just that's what it was. I never really looked into it. So hearing that, I see why they took no legal action, bro. I don't know if y'all had a
You
leg
think
to
that was a
stand
reach
on.
outside of the like parent in the sky part?
Outside of the parent in the sky and outside of the name, yes. Sounds totally. It sounds like Tarzan a little bit. They should sue for Tarzan.
The Kimba the White Lion started in the 1950s, so that's that's a long time before 1994 and The Lion King.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Did you watch the live action one?
Hell no.
We did because Beyonce was in it, and it was
going. It gets you going.
No, Sammy's a huge Beyonce fan, so we went. I mean, and I'm a huge Lion King fan, so it was just like, yeah, we're gonna go watch it together, and we were both equally excited to go watch Lion King. And I was like, yeah, and she was like, Beyonce, and I was like, oh, Beyonce has like 3 lines in the whole.
For real?
Did
she sing?
Lionesses attack. Yeah. I think her and Childish Gambino.
She waged war.
Yeah, like she encouraged the lionesses to fight during the final battle instead of.
Okay. That didn't happen. That didn't happen in the real movie.
I'm trying to think. Right?
Wait, who was she? Nala? Where was she?
Yeah, she Nala.
She didn't. They didn't when it was flirting in the jungle.
Oh yeah, she must have been talking there,
like,
but I didn't remember barely none of it. It sounded weird.
Oh, Simba, you hella grown now.
Oh my gosh! Wow, you a big lion.
Look at them muscles.
What about Lion King 2 or Lion King 1.5?
Lion King 2, I thought it was racist. Like, I'm not racist, but it's just like, damn, bro, he didn't even do nothing. It was his daddy. Like, the hell? And wasn't they cousins? Like,
right?
Right.
Wait, so the bad guy, the bad kid who was born with a scar.
I know.
Is Scar's son or nephew, I think. And then
it was Simba's daughter, right?
And then Simba's daughter.
And weren't they flirting? Were they flirting or not?
I think so. Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Lion King, they Samoans.
Kiara.
they some Samoan lions.
Kiara and Kovu. I'm trying to,
See, Kovu. Say Kovu. See, they some Samoan lions, bro. That's your cousin. I don't care. It's real love.
Some Islander lions.
Oh my gosh, yo.
The whole time they were just dissing Kovu because his dad tried to overthrow the government.
The whole time it was, man, that kid ain't do nothing, bro. What the hell, y'all rude.
Deception. Disgrace.
I didn't watch Lion King 2 like that, but I love Lion King 1.5, bro.
Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Yeah. And it gives us our favorite duo, Timon and Pumbaa, from their point of view. They come in like halfway through the movie of The Lion King. So in the theater, when they're watching it, they fast forward into the part.
Yeah, that was funny.
Fast forwarding into the part where we come in. But Timon, we were there the whole time. Yeah, but they don't know that. Well, maybe we should tell them. I have an idea. Maybe we should tell them.
Yo, Lance is great. We're going to have next episode, we actually going to just have Lance redo the whole Lion King by himself. He going to do all the voices. Yeah. We're going to paint one side of your face like Mufasa and the other side Scar. He's like, you shall not go. Oh, I'm going to kill you and kill your son too. Oh no, the stampede.
Yeah, for real. I can recite Lion King forever.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, forget that. Lion King 2, y'all justified. Because Scar killed his daddy and then pinned it on him. Like, Simba didn't do nothing to him. Simba loved his uncle.
But then they're shitty to the son or the next generation.
Yeah, let him, hell yeah, get your payback, Pride. Get your payback, Pride Rock. Then get that little miscreant out of here. And then, hey, your daddy was a loser and look at you.
It's just like, everyone hates me. I hate the world. It's like, yeah, well, you should move to like a jungle and eat bugs for a while. Just get
you know what? Your dad did that to you. Nobody is to blame but your daddy. Son.
Your dad killed the president and then took over for a while. What are you talking about?
You killed the president. I love Lion King 1.5. I think it's so cool to even spin it like that, to be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what happened on our side. And it was like cool to see, like, oh, while this was happening, actually for them this was happening. I thought it was a cool way to revisit the movie and to not like rehash it like Lion King 2, and to not like, go into, well, actually Toy Story does it right. I like Toy Story because they keep adding on to the story, but they do it well. But it didn't feel like they were dragging out Lion King. It felt like a brand, like a fresh twist on
Fresh.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
liked it. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Instead of just a sequel or building up. Yeah, that's a huge. I like changed history kind of
Yeah,
themes or
yeah,
movies. I remember in Hellboy, they're walking into like the Hellboy base like the first time, and they pass by this spear, and they're like, "Yeah, that's the like spear of power. Whoever holds it gets like 10 times more power, or something like that. It's the one that stabbed Jesus, and then Pilate got it, or something like that. It was like, um, yeah, just little things like that where it's like, oh, that's not what I was told, or something, and it
yeah.
changes like the whole view and the way
Well,
you see
I
things.
don't know about stabbing Jesus, bro. That's a
I
little.
think that's just the that's the scene that stands out. I mean, they said it better. Sorry, go watch Hellboy.
Have you ever played Assassin's Creed?
Yes, yes,
Assassin's Creed has a lot of that,
nice.
especially when they deal with like the colonial presidents, like during the 13 colonies type times, and
Ooh,
they'll have like, oh yeah, the president was shot, and they were like, actually he was assassinated, and the president was an assassin, and the whole beginning of the United States, they were all Templar knights, and like they rewrite history, and it's pretty interesting. I could also see like so my time playing Assassin's Creed and stuff,
mm.
like whenever I see these like conspiracy theorist people that are super on the edge, I'm like, I could see that. Like
Yeah, it's
I
like
get it. Like I get it because it's so interesting, and it kind of
it
makes you
makes sense.
it
It
makes
makes all
sense.
the pieces fit together for our
And,
human minds.
and you know what else? Ego wise, like a
Mm,
lot of all right, man, let's hit it. Let's hit it.
tell them.
A lot of the a lot of the people who believe in these conspiracy theories, right? They're not the smartest. Like they never been the smartest. So like now that they got the conspiracy theorist side, now they feel like an elite intelligent person because they're like, I know something you don't know. And it just
Gotcha.
drives the force of like, this is true, and I'm smarter than y'all, finally, because I've never been smart. I just get it. I understand it. I didn't before, but now I get it. And I was just like, yeah, nah, yeah,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Shout out to conspiracy theories
Shout out to conspiracy theories.
for making our minds make things make sense of what we don't understand. It's
The
like
Egyptians had remotes from aliens.
that's how they built these pyramids. It wasn't the millions of slaves and man hours they forced them to work. Anytime I
Yeah.
see some crazy shit like that, they're like, it must be the aliens. How could humans ever build this? I'm like, have you ever forced hundreds of thousands of people to do something against their will for years and years? That's how you can get those kind of results. That's why we don't have that anymore.
Yeah, we can't do it now because now you got to pay them $12.75 minimum wage, and nobody can afford it. Yeah. Also, just before we go, a few other movies that came out in '94. D2 Mighty Ducks,
Hey.
second the sequel to Mighty Ducks. I love Mighty Ducks. I always wanted to play hockey, but I cannot skate to save my life. So yeah, there's that. Um, and also Return of Jafar. Oh my god, bro! Shout
Hey,
out to Jafar. He
bro.
was evil.
He was one of
Shout
the
out to Aladdin.
worst, scariest villains. Like,
His face was so long and pointy, bro. It was
yeah.
crazy. Yeah, those are some of the other movies in '94 that I'm familiar with from Disney.
Bro.
Um, Lion King. I mean, do you have anything else that you wanted to touch on?
Yeah, there was a bit where the A Team Disney animators decided to focus on 1995's Pocahontas
Mhm.
instead of doing and drawing animating Lion King, because they thought the history of Pocahontas, it was going to be a bigger movie, and Lion King was an original that might not take. They were very wrong. So the A team did Pocahontas, and the B team, the B Disney animator team, did Lion King.
Look at that A team. Look at the mirror. Look what's on your face. It's egg. There's egg on your face. Okay.
Yeah, egg.
You guys were wrong. The $956 million egg on your face. Okay?
Lion King did almost $1 billion in ticket sales alone, and so the merchandise, the new movies, the sequels, the soundtrack, all that other stuff was even extra. Lion King, huge blow up in franchise. So shout out to Pocahontas, who did like 40 million.
Hey, yo, nah, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Them is my people, bro. You can't do that, bro. Shout out to my people, bro.
Hey, shout out to Native Americans.
Yeah.
Hey, 1995's Pocahontas could have been better.
I get what you're saying, but let's not go there. Yeah. Look at. I wonder if the animators get royalties too, because if so, and the A team's like, oh no, that ain't gonna do nothing. And they go work on Pocahontas and they get their little, $1 million royalties, and the people on Lion King get $5-10 million royalties or whatever. Oh, that's so funny, bro. Yeah. That's hilarious.
I'd be mad. I'd be mad.
That's what you get. I thought y'all was too big.
Should have took the royalties instead of the $2 million.
Remember that commercial with the old man? He got a fishing pole with $1 at the end, and he reels it back. You got to be quicker than that.
Almost got it that time. And the girl's like, give me that.
Other than that, though, man, that's Lion King. Anybody want to chime in, man? Leave a comment. We appreciate y'all on YouTube. I see everybody on YouTube chiming in, and they like the movie. I was surprised that people like the Power Ranger episode, honestly, because I feel like I nerded out.
I think the nerding out, like, people see that and really appreciate like the time and knowledge and experience you got. I mean, so that's dope. Nerd out lore.
I appreciate y'all appreciation. Today was Lance's nerd out moment, though.
Yeah, sorry.
Got the shirt and everything. He gonna take the shirt off. He got a Lion King tattoo on his back.
It's right on the front. Knowledge in those eyes.
Chill. You, my good sir, you must chill right now.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. This has been the Way Back Wednesday podcast. I am Lance Falatonga for Cepha M. We'll see you guys next time. Fa.
Yeah.